Saturday, June 30th, 2018, down at Rocky Mountain House, right next to 11A bridge. Gonna put in this morning. We're about 10 o'clock, so we're just about exactly where we kind of wanted to be. Plan on doing about 50k north towards Drayton Valley today. Find a spot to camp. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day so far. Forecast is for some showers this afternoon, but I think we're going to be okay, or at least going to be okay-ish. So yeah, we'll finish getting the boats in the water and on the river. Okay, Grandma. So we're about 6 kilometers into our little trip, past the Highway 11 bridge. A few weeks ago, we took the river from Drayton Valley as far as the Genesee power plant, or Highway 770. And I can say that within the first 5 kilometers or 4 kilometers of what we've done today has already been way more exciting than the 100 kilometers we did for that weekend. I'm not getting me wrong that if you want kind of a nice beginner spot to take the family or begin to paddle rivers, that section is certainly pretty enough to see. Lots of nice landscape. River flow is pretty easy. Spots that are very braided, and lots of piles of trees and whatnot. So kind of got to be on your toes a little bit, not because of rapids, but because of what you might get for snags. This section, just like I said, started at Rocky and we're headed towards Drayton. Should take us, we should be off the river, depending on how far we go each day here, depending on how the weather is. Should be easily off the river by noon on Monday. And of course we'll have to pack up and go drop everything off at home, and then back down to pick up a car at Rocky. This section, this area of the river, from what I've read and seen on other YouTube videos, really not too bad. It's not like the section from Nordegg down to Rocky, where there's definitely more probably class 2, class 3 rapids. This, I'd say we're probably closer to class 1, maybe class 2. Just a nice easy paddle and nothing to get too terribly excited about. Fuck, the frickin' water is sure cold. we're gonna see what this is all about. It looks pretty decent. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Well, that was fun. I might have to stop and pump out. So that was about 12 and a half or so kilometers, just 12 and 3/4 kilometers or so from where we left. I'd say that was probably into the class 2 plus range. Didn't go through the first of it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because right now I'm feeling a little unstable with the water floating in behind me. So I think I'm gonna have to pump a little bit out here right now. When your calves are laying in water, that's far enough. Been on the water for about an hour and a half, not quite. Got about 16 kilometers in so far, so we're moving along pretty much where we've normally averaged. We seem to average about 9.5 kilometers an hour, with some fairly calm paddling. Don't have to paddle too hard. The river actually flows pretty close. What? Wifey is such a form of entertainment most of the time. Certainly seeing a lot of wildlife today. Lots of birds. We've seen a couple of blue herons. We've seen a peregrine falcon that we must have got a little close to its nest because it went a little bit apeshit. Saw a whitetail drinking along the river and scooted off into the bushes before I could get the camera out. Not sure you can pick it up with the camera, but there's a bird just over in the front of us there. It looks apparently like he's fishing. See him kind of hover above the water and move and hover again. Yeah. About 20 to 8 on Saturday evening. Made it down as far as what we were kind of looking for, about 54 kilometers. About 54 kilometers from Rocky Mountain House. There is a rather large island. It kind of separates the river a little bit, forks around it, but got ourselves set up on a little spot here. Tent set up, a little bit of a tarp. Still looks listening for thunderstorms coming. Got a pretty good rumble out over that direction. Looking a little on the darkest side. Kind of hope that pisses off and doesn't come and get us. So yeah, come across this island. Kind of had picked it out using the Canada Topo map. Knew that it was here, so kind of picked it out, and actually nice kind of a little spot. Had to move some bigger rocks and stuff to put the tent down, but just move them out of the way, and now we're just kind of on sand. But stay here tonight. Hope that we don't get really poured on. Here's a nice evening if it wasn't for that big ass cloud. Happy Canada Day, July 1, about 10:30, just a little after 10:30. Get out of here a little bit later than maybe what we wanted to or needed to. Just doing the final pack up, getting stuff in the boats. Everything all cleaned up from last night's sleepover. Kind of a quick breakfast that didn't want to be so quick, but we're off and away. Kind of packing up and cleaning up fast with a few items that we have here. I'll tidy this fire pit up a little bit so that it doesn't look like there was somebody here. Grab our shoes and gloves for paddling, and get on the way. Looks like it's not going to be too bad of a day. A little cloudy. Well, that might not be too bad for paddling, and it's not great to be out here when it's 30 above. Although it makes that water seem a whole lot nicer. So, yeah, just final cleanup and whatnot, and we'll be on our way. Morning, honey.
Good morning.
Okay, Garmin, stop recording. Two and a half hours from where we started this morning, about 25 kilometers. We're just going to come up to confluence of the North Saskatchewan and Brazeau. You're going to pull into the Brazeau and just have a bite to eat and a little bit of a break. Been kind of a funny morning. Clouds, rain, wind, sunshine. Got to see our first wolf. Hopefully I got some pictures of it. Be able to put with this. First time we've ever seen one. First time Well, definitely the first time we've ever seen one in wild. First time I've ever seen one, actually. So that was very cool. Just kind of hanging out on the edge of the shore.
Unfortunately, all those trees have blocked our shortcut.
So in front of us here, what I can see is the confluence for the Brazeau River. Comes in from the west, comes and flows through. Actually starts way west. Brazeau Lake, actually. Kind of out in the mountains, just east of Highway 93, and then flows down through. Comes all the way through into the Brazeau Reservoir, down the Brazeau Canal, where they have a power station at the end of that, and then empties out into the remainder of the Brazeau River that joins to the North Saskatchewan. We would have come down there, but the river had a different thought of how we were getting here, so kind of had to hang out and skirt this island. Just about 2 o'clock. So we've been on the river for a while. Got on the river just before, or just around 10:30. So we're Sunday night. We paddled just about 60 kilometers today to get to where we are. We're about 25k from Drayton Valley tonight. We had picked out another little island spot to be on. Not a bad little area. We're actually back up off the beach quite a bit today. Got our camp set up. Not sure you can see it much. Tent. Little fly over top of us, or a tarp over top of us, just in case that gets too close. But I think it's, by the looks of it, it's going to stay away from us, I think. It's definitely gotten closer since it started, but it seems to be staying a little bit away from us. Hopefully. It's not too bad. Yeah. So we're going to stay up and watch this for a little while and then probably head to bed. Pretty long day today. just about 9 o'clock now, so. Okay, Garmin, stop recording. Monday morning on July long weekend. We just got everything all packed up, ready to hit the water here. Kind of had a bit of a stormy night. The big cloud that we have definitely came in with a boom or two. It's pretty damn close to us, but we survived. No big problems. We got about 25 kilometers to go till we're in Drayton Valley at Willie West. So about 2.5 to 3 hours. Depending on how the wind's blowing, but right now it's coming towards our back. We should be good. A little deer over there on the far side of the bank.